My name is Anaya, and I'm 10 years old. I have beads in my hair. They are green and gold. I like my hair. It matches my shirt. This boy came by and pushed me in the dirt. Kids crowded around me. They were being so rude. They kicked and they spat. These kids are so cruel. This girl came by with scissors in her hand. She hit me so hard, I covered my face and ran. But she did cut my hair. And my beads, they were everywhere. Anaya, I am so sorry that you had to experience that traumatic infliction. But you will never know the lioness in me that wants to pounce and bite my teeth in these bullies. This day shall pass. Don't worry about your hair. I am a beautician, and your hair will grow. Just know that I will fight for you. And know that you are bold, you are strong, you are beauty, you are love, and you are purpose with all meanings. So young Anaya, young John, young Susan, young Minnie, you are bold, you are strong, you are beauty, you are love, and you are purpose with all meanings. And you matter. The facts are, these are the things that bullies lack. So promise me this. Just promise me this. Let's not build anger. No, let it destroy. And don't let anyone, I mean anyone, take away your joy. Yololo's poetry, everyone.
Yeah. Give it up.
That's what I'm talking
Coming
about.
with the heat.
That's what I'm talking about.
Coming with the heat now.
Yes. You know what I really wanted to say at the end of this
Go
poem?
ahead, let them know.
I really wanted to say, young Anaya, while you crying on my knee, just point these bullies out, because these whoopings are for free. That's what I really wanted to say. That's what I really wanted to say. I held it back.
For the low.
For the
For the low. For the free.
For the free. You don't even have to pay for it.
Yeah. Give
They're
them out.
free.
Give them out.
You don't have to pay for it.
Yeah. Most definitely.
You know, that's what I wanted to say. You know, I'm just saying. These kids, I don't know what to say about bullies.
It's a whole lot. There's a whole lot going on.
That's strong. So basically, our first topic, everyone, is about bullies. And I wanted to basically, if you guys haven't seen it already, the young lady, her name is Promise Mia Moore Saunders, a beautiful young lady. So basically, her story was that she was picked on because of her natural hair, because of her natural curls, and these kids were saying so much evil and wrong things to her. So she posted this video, and she explained that, and she said that her mom said, she promised me this, you won't let anyone take away your joy. So she said, so I'm gonna go bigger and better. I was like, that girl, that is amazing. And she's only 10 years old, you know what I'm saying? So she's just sent out a powerful message, and I believe that is just powerful for a lot of people to understand and listen to. What you guys think about it?
Oh, I loved it.
Liked it.
Yeah, I really loved it.
When you wrote that?
Oh, when I wrote it really early this morning. Yes, I wrote it really early.
That's a good one. I was like,
Yeah.
Don't remember that one, but okay.
That was fire.
You know, the Lord speaking, I just write. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, bullies, I just don't know what to say about bullies. I don't know what to say about bullies. I mean, besides what I just said. You know, because I remember one time, it was a bully messing with my nephew. my middle nephew. But so I taught him like a self-defense move.
Yeah.
Like the little martial arts move that I remember.
Right up my alley.
Hey.
Right up my alley.
So I had to teach him how to do that. You know, 'cause he was really getting he was getting hit.
Yeah.
Really bad. And I was like, So I taught him this maneuver with the elbow.
Mm-hmm.
So
bully no more.
The bully no more. I'm telling you,
Bully no
I
more.
mean, like the next day, the school called the parents, and of course his mom called me. What did you teach my son? I was I taught him how to defend himself. What happened?
Bully no more technique.
What happened? So he basically gave the bully a bloody nose, but it was self-defense.
Yeah, most definitely.
It was self-defense.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever been bullied?
Nah, like no, I've never been. You know, I mean, but it came from like just me, you know, having that mindset, you know, and that's why I love the nice promise story so much, because it really related to me just as far as like what you think really matters whenever it comes to the whole bully situation. As far as, you know, whether like whatever they say, whatever they do, whether it's going to dictate you or not, you know, that's what it all comes down to. And that's why I say like, I've never been bullied because like the mindset, but also because of martial arts too. So a lot of people just like, nah, don't mess with him.
Yeah, I got you. I got you on that.
How about you?
I don't know martial arts, but I mean, a little something. So when I got upset, I just went.
Oh my goodness,
No
I'm
martial
sorry.
arts, but you know that crazy.
guys.
You know that crazy. I know a little crazy.
You know a
That's
little
all
crazy.
I need.
I'm sorry, you guys. Let me introduce everyone. Of course, we have Taylor made himself, Terrell Taylor.
Yes, I'm here in the building.
And we have our special guest for the youth, Diamond.
Yeah.
Hello.
You know, before we all start digging into it. Yeah, but Anaya, that's a character I just made up. I don't know who Anaya is, but that's a beautiful name.
Yeah,
that really is. You know, thank you, welcome. If you want to name your child Anaya, go ahead. Cause
don't ever say we ain't give you nothing.
I know, right? But yeah, I be like, oh gosh, I guess. But when it comes to, when a child's being bullied or anyone like that, I guess we can like let them know. Of course, this is how I feel. Tell your principal.
Yeah.
Not the teachers. You can tell the teachers. You can tell the teachers. But I like to go straight to the source. Tell the principal. And if the principal don't do nothing, of course you tell your parents. And of course your parents gonna be like, okay, what did the teacher say, whatever, how that may be.
Yeah, that's the first thing.
Yeah. Like, if they're whoever's around you, whoever's like close to you, basically when that situation happens, I believe the administrators will be there first. So tell the administrators, and then basically if you got some good friends, tell your friends. Yeah. You know, because friends, I believe a lot of kids are being bold enough to help each other out. Yeah. When it comes to things like that, you know, especially when it came to the shootings, you know, there was a lot of people, a lot of students, heroic really students. United. Yeah. Yes, they were like, no, you're not gonna be shooting everybody. So they took their chance, and they either, you know, they cost their own lives, but they were heroes. Yeah. You don't hear about them. Yeah. They are heroes, basically, and I guess it's getting to a point where a lot of young adults, a lot of young kids are being tired, being sick and tired of being bullied and being shot at and all kinds of stuff, because enough is enough. And I believe when you have good friends or good people around you, they're going to stick up for you. Absolutely. So that's how I feel about it.
I definitely also add to that, like with what you think really matters, you know, like that's the main thing that comes to it. You know, after you tell the principal, after you talk to, you know, your parents and everything and go through it, like through the whole process, I need you to know like what you think matters most. You know, somebody can say your hair look like this. Matter of fact, I was trying to talk to this girl one time, and I was just like, girl, you look good. I was like, look at you with your hair, man. You look good. You got the nice. Okay, girl, you look good. And she's like, nah, my hair is ugly and I'm ugly. Oh. And I'm like, what?
Where'd that come from?
I'm like, girl, stop playing. You popping. What are you talking about? I'm like, girl, you look good. But I realized no matter what I said, no matter how beautiful I told her she was, no matter how much I said I like your hair, it always came back to what she think. What I thought didn't matter. Because if she thought she was ugly, she was gonna be ugly.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah.
Like, I guess it's so many young adults and young kids don't even know their own value.
Yeah.
And you have to, like, Practice this. You go in the mirror every morning or every night or however it may be. Every time you pass by the mirror, say that I'm bold. Say that I'm strong. Say that I'm beautiful. I am love and I matter. Say it 3 times in a row every day. You know, you have to build your own confidence because you just don't, I guess a lot of young, kids don't know how much of a gem they are. You know, how much they are worth. You know what I'm saying? They are so, they are creators in its own. You know what I'm saying? It's little walking creators and they're extremely smart. I mean, I believe that this generation coming up, they're extremely smart. So you have to just practice, saying it in the mirror or telling yourself this, that you are bold, you're beautiful, you're strong. You're gonna make it. You matter. Say these things. This will help. This will help a lot.
Yeah.
What do you think,
agree.
Diamond?
I agree. I don't really know what to say.
You like, yeah. Go ahead.
What would be some things that you would do to say build that value in yourself?
What she said, look in the mirror, because I like the mirror. So
yeah.
But yeah, this like a lot of people they don't know their self-worth. That's really the problem now. So and you got to teach them that, like from when you little kids, you got to let them know that they're worth something. So people not taught that, so that's why they like probably when you walked up to her, she's like, no, I'm not all that.
Yeah.
So
it starts at home. That's a good point. That stuff really do start at home, by how your parents go about certain situations, especially how much they pay attention to you. All that type of stuff really matter. It starts at home. I like that.
Yeah, it really does. Ugh, and then it's just bullies. I don't like them because I really don't, because you have to. I believe when you start seeing something in your child, that if you have a child that's bullying other people, you have to nip it in the butt right away.
Absolutely.
Because they're gonna grow into little bigger bullies. There's even bullies in the workplace, and that's just crazy. In my past jobs, I had a bully in my work. I'm like, whoa, this is new. I'm like, you're supposed to be grown. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't believe it. And believe it or not, this one particular, it was a woman who bullied me in the workplace. She said that she was bullied.
Yeah, that's usually what it is. They be getting bullied, so they gotta go and do it to somebody else.
Right, and I think basically, I'm like, that is crazy.
Yeah.
That is really crazy. So you've been bullied, but yet still you gonna bully me.
Yeah.
That does not add up.
Well, it's a power thing. Like they want the power that they felt that got taken away from them when they got bullied.
Yeah.
Usually it's getting bullied from your parents and stuff like that. It starts at home.
That is a good point. You can really get bullied by your parents. That's crazy. Yo, that's a good point. Yo.
You gotta write that down.
Yeah. You gotta write that down. Yeah. Don't get crazy now. Be like, all right, mom, stop bullying me. Mr. T, I ain't trying to say that now.
Right.
But that's a good point. Seriously.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. I think one thing that comes with it too, like you, as she said, it's a runoff type thing. If you let that thing happen once, it's gonna keep happening. So my method is nip it in the bud, And one thing, as she was saying, it's a power thing. It's a constant power situation, And when you can actually take their power away, it's one thing where they say, your big old head, and you like, bro, my head not big, or nah, your head big, and you kind of going back and forth, and it's constantly putting them above on a power situation versus where they go, oh, your head big. You be like, oh, appreciate it, man. There's a lot of brain in his head.
Exactly.
They like to go.
Right. Turn it around.
Okay. Oh, your breath stank. Oh, thank you, bro. I'll go brush them real quick. You know what I'm saying? It's at that point, they become more smaller, and actually you become on top, and that kills it right there.
Right.
You just have to nip it in the bud because
you do.
Yeah, I wouldn't go for it. That's what I'm saying. Nah.
You gotta kill it with kindness too.
Yeah, that too.
Absolutely.
You have to kill it with kindness, because what I did with that particular woman, that lady was, she was awful. She was really awful. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you further what she's an older woman, and she's a woman of color, And what it was is that I heard the rumors, but I'm like, I'm not gonna pay attention to that.
Yeah.
That she does not like certain females. I'm like, whatever. Because I'm a worker. I work. When I say I work.
Yeah.
You know, so, and I don't know why I'm always stuck in these grunt positions. But I've been working. Mm-hmm. So it's nothing that you can say that I did that was wrong or I did that wasn't done, because everybody knows. Everybody in the workplace knows she working. You know what I'm saying? So she knew that, she took advantage of that, and she gave me a lot of work.
Yeah.
And she piled a lot of work on me because she did not like me. A lot of people were coming up to me and asking me questions, and I was like training other people. Why am I training other people? I don't know. I was just helping them out. She didn't have the patience for them, so they gravitate towards me. Mm-hmm. So she didn't like that. So she basically created a lie saying that I didn't complete certain parts of my job, and I'm like. I mean, yeah, she totally did that. I'm like, what are you talking about? She'll email me. Email's the wrong thing. What did these email wars? Yeah. I'm like, what is she talking about? Yeah. What's just going on here? I don't know what you're talking about, lady. So I'm like, you know what? Enough is enough. May I meet with you? Because these emails are just totally crazy. So when I sat down in her office, it was just me one-on-one with her, and she was looking at my emails and said, so what you talking about that I gave you too much work on so-and-so day, and she named a particular day that I was not working. Mm-hmm. So I was like, what are you talking about? I had to what are you talking about? I wasn't working on that day. Matter of fact, that was a holiday. Nobody was working. What are you talking about? And she was like, this doesn't make me. I'm like, okay, so what is the problem?
Yeah.
What's going? What would you like me to do? You can. I guess you can go. You can go.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, all that, what it was is that the individual, which this is something that you got to take notes on. You don't give the enemy. What do I mean by enemy? Haters. Okay, yeah. to be transparent. You don't give haters the benefit of like giving them what they gave to you.
Yeah.
Don't give them the benefit, because that's just bait. As soon as you present what they throw at you, then they have you. You know what I'm saying? So don't ever fall into that trick.
Yeah.
You gotta kill it with kindness and be calm. Be calm about it. Monotone. Speak in peace. Yeah. And you watch how things turn.
And when you get people one-on-one, it's always a different story. Mm-hmm. Every time you get somebody, like a lot of people, they feed off, especially like I see at schools these days and stuff like that. A lot of people feed off the crowd. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? So they love to make a big fuss in front of everybody and all this other good stuff. But it's been times where somebody would say something or talk about me, and I go to them, I'd be like, I mean, you alright? You good? I'm talking to him like, that's my favorite go-to. You good? You straight? I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. And if it was any type of, I want a fist fight or anything like that, it's like, we ain't gotta bring a crowd. We could just. It's always no. Right. It was always no. So it's just when you get that one-on-one time with somebody, it's gonna end up squashed.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just crazy. Diamond, have you ever had any experience with that?
Well, I mean, usually, I'm just gonna give my advice on that. Just don't pay them any attention. You don't even have to be nice to them. Just ignore them. Usually, it's all done on social media now anyway. So you just let them talk, and then people just gonna look like, who is she talking to? Because nobody's responding. They just want a response, and they just want attention. So
Diamond got the knowledge. Diamond got the knowledge for y'all.
Sure. That's like the experience. That must have happened yesterday. That's really. She put it in there.
Yeah, right.
You're right about that. said. That is true, so true. I remember a time when in college, man, I don't know what's wrong with these kids, but this is when I actually first had a Facebook account, and I was like, this is cool, because you see everybody talking to each other. It's like a text, but you know.
Yeah. So
I was talking to this one girl. We were posting things back and forth on each other's posts. I know she was in the dorm above me. So because we was watching this show or something like that. Anyway, I'm like, what in the world was she thinking when she wore that? And I was just talking about. So this girl came out of nowhere and posted something and said to me, I don't know who you think you're talking to, but you act like you can dress. And she said, you coming from someone who get their wardrobe from someplace, from CVS. That's what she said. Coming from a person who get their wardrobe from CVS. And I was like, hold up. Wait a minute. Who is she talking to? Now, mind you, I had a little inside laugh because I was like, okay, she came for me. That was pretty funny. And the reason why she said that, because it was cold one day when the weather was changing. It was cold and the weather was changing to really hot. And I didn't have my transition of clothes. So I went to CVS that one time and got me a t-shirt. That one time. She used that. And she was mad because when I put my t-shirt on, I had a nice little scarf with it. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, you can't dress. The lies I could dress. It just came out of her. But anyway, so.
Came out the womb dressing up.
Came out the womb just coordinating, So instead of me retaliating on social media, because I'm like, I ain't got time to be texting or, typing what I really want to say. I'm just gonna go to your dorm. So I went to her dorm room, and I met her in the hall, and in the elevator, at the elevators, and I'm like, so what was that? And she was like,
what'd you say?
Exactly.
Oh,
like,
okay.
What was that? And she was like, I thought you were talking about me, and that's why I said it. I really thought you were talking about me, and I'm like, why would I be talking about you? I would have actually said something directly towards you, So, and she was, I'm so sorry, But the fact is, what I know is whatever demons she was dealing with, whatever she was feeling at that time, basically she wanted to like retaliate on someone, and she thought I was talking about her. Whatever was going on with her at that time, she thought I was talking about her due to so much things were going on with her. She wanted to lash out. And when you're feeling that way, you really have to regroup. You have to renew your mind. You have to think about it. You're like, come on. You have to think about these things. Like, why would Yololo even go there, or why would your friends even take you that far? You know what I'm saying? Like, just regroup. Before you react, because it's a totally different situation.
Absolutely. That makes me really think. A lot of times when I think of bullies, or seeing people getting bullied and stuff, a lot of the stuff don't even have nothing to do with you. It's something what they have going on at home. What would be like some recommendations or anything that you all would tell somebody where it comes to dealing with their issues at home, so they don't lash out to anybody else? What would be some advice
you mean like the person that's messing with you, the person that's bothering
the bully himself?
I'm just telling him, go work on yourself and leave me alone. That's not really to say now.
You go work where?
Go work on yourself and leave me alone.
Oh wow.
But I feel you on that. I mean, because it's just like, what? It's like, why you bringing me your problems? Or why you got problems at home and you lashing out at me? I seen this video on that. It was like this this guy's son had a bully, and he was bullying his son, and he was just like, man, I'm going to talk to the bully. You know, he was like, I'm gonna see what's going on. And it turns out what ended up happening was that bully was homeless.
Oh.
So he ended up okay, he was like, okay, so you homeless, that's why you doing all this extra stuff. Okay, cool. So you gonna stop bullying my son, number one. Number two, I'm gonna help you out as well. So yeah, let's go get some pizza together.
Okay.
You see, and then next thing you know, his son and the bully playing video games.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? So it's like a bigger problem at hand usually.
Right.
Man, usually something that's going on at home.
Most likely it always boils down to that whatever the bully is doing to you is basically, they see that you have so much, and they see that special gem in you. They see that gift, that light.
Yeah.
And they are attracted to it.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't know how to respond. And all they know how to respond is due to how they from their past hurt or their hurt.
Mm-hmm.
They know how to transfer that hurt.
Yeah.
They don't know how to transfer love.
Mm.
Because they never felt it, and that that's what I've seen from bullies, because they're lacking, you know what I'm saying. But there's always another route.
Yeah.
You just be, you know what, the best thing to calm a bully down, there's a lot of things too.
Mm-hmm.
It's comedy.
Yeah.
Comedy.
Yeah.
Be funny.
Yeah.
Just be funny.
Laughter's the best medicine.
Yes, it is. It is. It really is. So you just don't
crack a joke.
Just
right
crack
there.
a joke. That's all you gotta do. Crack a joke.
Absolutely.
I remember one time. I don't know. I think about my nephew, but it was a girl who was bullying him,
Mm-hmm.
or just they were playing a little bit too rough. And a lot of these young girls like to hit the boys in the face or whatever, and it's just totally ridiculous.
Get out of hand.
Yeah. I don't even get
It
it.
be getting out of hand.
I don't even understand it. Why? I mean, and then because I guess they know that boys are not supposed to hit girls, but some parents some parents are like, listen, if a girl hits you, you hit them back. I don't really recommend that. But what I suggest, I told my nephew, one of my nephews, and I said, if a girl even getting ready, you have to see it coming. You don't just sit down like, what is she doing? You don't do that.
Yeah. Don't wait on it.
You see it coming. I told him, just act a fool. And he said, what do you mean? I mean, if a girl just getting ready to come, don't you hit me. Don't I can't believe, don't you wave your hands in the air like you just don't care, and just do all of that, and then just shake something.
Act like you.
Act crazy.
I don't.
Girl. Like you get ready to. Girl,
all right now.
You better be lucky I don't hit girl.
I'm telling you.
And I bet you the girl will look at you crazy and just walk away.
Yeah.
Or just not touch you at all.
Yeah.
I bet you.
He was real close.
I know. I'm telling you. You gotta be dramatic with it.
Yeah,
you are the actor here. Okay?
Yeah.
You gotta be dramatic.
She gonna definitely think about, oh, he was so close.
He almost touch my neck now.
Yeah, he was real close there.
Crazy. I'm not gonna mess with you. Something wrong with you. Yeah, that's what I recommended.
Yeah, I don't even know how I would even give advice on that. I'm like, she did what? Oh man, I remember them days. But crazy part is some girls like that they actually like you. That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
I seen that through high school, like high school, middle, elementary, stuff like that. It'd be like hitting on the boy. Later down the line, I was just like, yeah, I just had a crush on you for so long.
Oh wow.
That's how you crushed? Go ahead, hey. That's how you show love? Go ahead, hey.
Almost trying to kill me?
Yeah. Y'all ever did that? Y'all ever beat up on a dude?
No.
I like him. Yeah. I just love you so much.
No. That child is on another level right there. That's just evil.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But even that, I don't. Where is that? I don't know where that logic come from. If you like them, just hit them.
Our next topic is basically it's a phrase. My life revolves around a 24/7 job without a touch of my youth. You know, there's a lot of young adults just working, and they're not really in tune. They're not in tune with their gifts.
Yeah.
They're not out there.
Yeah.
They're not trying to find things out. And we have a special guest, and we're gonna elaborate further on what else is going on in this world, in this generation.
Okay, so really, it's like a lot of people these days, or my generation. So like we work a lot, and then we don't really get like a lot of self time because we're trying to we're really thinking about the future. We're not really thinking about the now. So we're just like, we're trying to work this job. So a couple years from now, I'm not gonna have to worry about where I'm at now. Like I want to be in a different position than what I'm in right now, and they're not really thinking about right now. You need to have fun, get to know yourself, and enjoy yourself. So that's really what the problem is now. They just think like it's really a lot of boys that they just have like a one-track mind where they think it's just okay. It's either selling drugs or rapping, or I'm just stay at this job, and that's not good at all because it's so much more that they could be doing. So.
You're right about that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Selling drugs.
Wait a minute.
My mind was straight.
Oh, wait.
Selling drugs.
What you doing? Whoa, wait a minute.
Why you working?
Yeah.
Oh my
Trying to
goodness.
lose a job.
Oh my goodness. Why you working? That's just backwards, isn't it?
Yeah, you backwards hustling.
That's
Yeah. Hang that up.
wow.
But it's sad to say, but that's a lot of that's really true with a whole lot of of the upcoming generation. Even some people that came up with me, and it's really heartbreaking. No lie, especially I was talking to a young man, and he was actually he was telling me, he was just like, man, yo, I can sell weed. He's just like, he's trying to convince me. I'm serious. He's like, yo, man, look, man, I can sell weed. You don't understand. Like, yo, yeah, I can do this thing right now, bag it up, package it up, and I can do this. And I'm just like, okay, all right. I'm listening to him. And with me, I grew up on Section 8 living in the hood, so I actually seen some of this stuff being done. I'm talking about those scales, the sandwich bags, the weed. I seen all this stuff done, and I know the path it leads to. That's why I ain't taking. You know what I'm saying? And I was talking to him, and I was just like, well, okay. I was like, all right, so you doing all this, what's your goal? He's just like, well, man, I just, as you said, thinking one track mind, on down the road, you got certain goals in mind. He's like, yo, I want to take care of my family. If my sister want new shoes, I want to get her that. And, I want to be able to help my mom out. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay. You got a good goal in mind.
The intentions be good.
The intentions good. I was like, okay, well, let me teach you something. Let me show you a little something. I was just like, all right, I want you to know assets and liabilities. I said assets, whatever you put your money into, it'll make you money. And he was just like, yeah, weed is an asset. Yeah, I put my money on that thing, I sell it, it's an asset. I said, okay.
You're serious.
I said, okay, now I want you to know liabilities. Liabilities, you put your money into it and it costs you money. And I said, okay, say you put your money into weed, it make you a little money here. But say you get caught and you get locked up, and now you can't get the shoes you want to buy for your sister, and now you can't make no money.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
I said, now is it an asset or liability? He's go, oh, it's a liability, bro. I'm like, okay. So I was like, so is selling weed the way to go? Absolutely not.
No, that's really good. That's really good for people to understand. And when it comes to if you even go to that route, more than likely you're gonna get caught.
Yeah.
And the way that the system is, it's always been this way. If you selling weed, you're gonna be in jail for a very long time.
Yeah.
A very long time. So you have to think about your consequences. Because your consequences will basically determine your future. And you just make sure that is not the route to go.
Yeah.
You know, working, yes. Yeah, you need to work. Yeah, you know, that basically builds a lot of responsibility within yourself. But there's always another outlet. You know, have you ever basically, do you know of any other outlets to basically expand upon your gifts?
You mean like, start your own business? That's what you mean?
Girl, that's what I'm talking about. You.
Yes, honey.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, you
Girl,
can
you on the
start.
right podcast.
You right. You
Right
right.
podcast. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes. What business would you start?
Well, right now I've been thinking about doing like a sip and paint. Me and my mom been talking about it because you know I can paint and draw. So people like to get drunk and paint. So
Nice.
sip and paint, do that, something like that.
Nice.
And I also want to start doing nails because I like always having my nails done. And like I pay attention to details, so I can do that. So I'm gonna try to start doing that.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
a great
What made
idea.
you really like I guess passionate about that? I want to get into that.
I like getting stuff by myself, so I don't like working for people. I don't want to work for nobody for the rest of my life. So gotta find a way to do it myself and get it myself. I don't want to ask for no handout. So
Gotcha. And no weed, right?
No
No.
weed.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Yo,
gotta
I
be
love
focused.
that. I love that. I love that. I really do. Yo, a lot of young people need that.
I mean, it's really the girls that's doing that now. Like, it's a lot of girls starting their own business with hair and nails and everything else. It's just the boys is just, they're not thinking.
And you know, I actually really do see that. Like seriously, especially like with my graduating class, I see numerous of people that have started up their own nail thing, their own hair thing, their own like eyelash. I'm like, y'all killing it. What? So yo, you could do that, like absolutely. And the sipping paint thing, that's gonna be a killer. That's gonna be a killer. I know it is.
That's gonna be interesting. That is very interesting. Do they have to drink alcohol?
I mean, no, because I can do one with kids too, and they can just eat snacks and paint. So,
Oh, okay.
I don't drink, but I come get some mean orange juice.
Yeah.
yeah, it don't gotta
mean orange
be.
juice.
You can sip on whatever you want to sip on. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't sip, so I don't know.
Yeah.
You go.
Capri Suns in the back. Let me get that.
Oh my goodness.
That's what I'm talking about.
That is great. That's great to basically expand and for a lot of people just to see that another young adult
Absolutely.
have that mindset. So it's out there, baby. The
Yeah.
creation is out there. But okay, I wanted to go through some pointers for some people who may not know what direction to go. Now I know most adults only view the one dimension, they only view one life, which is what they see, but they don't pay attention of the unseen. You know, your dreams, your faith, your vision. You know what I'm saying? So in order to complete that, or order to be completed or feel that fulfillment in life, I'm going to give you like 4 dimensions, which is north, south, east, and west. Now, the north, it represents nutrients. With the right food, the positive energy, positive words around you. You could even, motivate yourself. Look at inspirational quotes. Look at it. You can Google the app and feed it in your soul daily. So you need that nutrients. That's for your north. South represents sacrifice. You must be willing to let go so that you can grow. Let go of whatever is pulling you down. Let it go. Because it's not lifting you up. You are destined to go the opposite direction. You're going up. You have to go up, and that's what you need to do. East represents electricity. It's the spark in you. You make things work. You build that. West represents the willing to win. So just keep going and finish what you started. Finish exactly what you started. So these are the 4 dimensions that will complete you. These are the 4 dimensions that will fulfill you up and make you go in that right direction. There's always other sources, other resources out here for you to basically build and find something about you that sparks your attention and sparks your mentality for you want to do something about it. So locally we are in South Carolina, and I'm gonna be biased. The Word of God Church is the best church that I see. But especially for the youth. Now, they have a young adult ministry called Activate for young adults. I mean, these young kids are popping.
Yeah.
I mean, these young adults are popping right now. Like they have their own ministry. You know what I'm saying? But they feed into who you are. Because this world is changing to a point, but everybody's growing, and they're incorporating that growth into a lot of young people. I know if you're a part of, if you're in school, you have you in university or whatever, or I know that you can get in contact with your student affairs or student services and find out what kind of organization to be a part of. Anything that sparks your attention, anything that you want to be fed into and you want to present. Just go out there. You have to make yourself available to put yourself out there. Mm-hmm. You got anything? Any other resources?
I would like wherever you are, like as far as your school, like the things that they have at their school is usually like good for them. You just really have to just get active. They have different clubs for you. They have different events for you and things like that. It's not but like a Google search away. From what I noticed, and like even they have like certain apps now. Like if you want to do like certain activities with certain people, you can just go to the app. Search up what you want to do. I think it's called GroupMe or something like that.
Oh, okay.
And there's certain groups for exactly whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you like, hey, I want to sip and paint. You hit the sip and paint on there, and then the whole sip and paint come up, and you got a whole group of people ready to do sip and paint or youth empowerment type stuff, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah.
This is awesome. Like when you got all these the knowledge.
Yeah.
What we got, man. He's trying to help you guys. I mean, that definitely would help me. When I was like, I wish when I was younger that I at least heard these things, because that would inspire me to I would have probably been doing my own business at 12. You know what I'm saying? Like I probably, if I heard these type of things, but I'm glad we got the resources and now the knowledge and the wisdom to actually put it out there today.
Yeah, most definitely.
I said go. You said I like the app thing. I ain't never heard of that, but I'm gonna look into that.
I think that's the name of it. I have to get back with y'all just to be sure though, and I probably put in the link or something like that. Yeah. Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah, I seen it.
Cool.
I ain't never heard of that. I'm gonna use that.
Yeah, it's unique. It's unique. All right, I'm going to give you guys basic instructions before leaving this earth. Listen to me. And do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove God's will, which is good, which is pleasing, and which is perfect. Change your approach like young Promise did, and give evil no power. And fix your eyes not on what is seen, but what is unseen, since what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. Know that your choices today will determine your consequences. This is Yololo's poetry. We thank you and amen.